Okay, so Andy here from the Elevate Group, and we've decided, because we're in this current climate, we've decided to be creating some content that we can help you guys at home. So I'm joined today by Alex from Juzo. So he will tell a little bit more about himself. And the reason why I brought Alex in is because as we all know, we're in this kind of environment where, as physio clinics and sports therapy clinics, we're all stood down. Most of us were closed, and we're all trying to make a living from telehealth appointments. And for me, there's been lots of fantastic content out there about how to deliver good telehealth appointments. And us ourselves in our physio practice, we've been delivering them. But one of the big issues that we have found with a lot of this is giving rehabilitation exercises, but lack of kit or ways that we would normally do things in clinic. So if someone, for example, has a knee injury and we would maybe in clinic take the knee, we're unable to do that. So I think what we've still got to do is provide a duty of care. We've got to provide good support and good customer experience. So one of the things that, we've been talking about a lot, Alex, isn't it, is the fact that, one of the things that option is to be then helping people through this time is to be using a knee support, which obviously you guys do really, really well. So do you want to tell everyone a little bit about yourself, about the company, and then we can kind of explore other things?
Of course, right. Thank you very much. So basically, Juzo, we're a German medical device manufacturer. We specialize in particular in knitting and compression. So we've got a few different core markets that we're in. We're in lymphedema management, vascular disease, orthopedics is my sector that I look after, and we also have scar management as well for burns garments and things like that. So we've been knitting since 1912, and we've always been a medical device company. So we've learned a thing or two about knitting products to make them comfortable and functional, which has ultimately led to us having an incredibly nice product range. I say nice, amazing product range. It's what I'm talking about. They're brilliant. We recently launched in the UK with the orthopedic stuff. So lymphedema has been the core market we're operating in, but the orthopedic stuff was what I was brought on to bring to the UK. And the way that we operate, instead of just selling knee supports, like you say, direct to a patient, we would rather them have a proper prescribed rehabilitation program and utilize our support as a tool to enhance that. So our route to market is actually through private physiotherapy clinics. We have really nice premium products, which, will perform better than as well, if not better than anything else you'll find on the market. And that makes it a really useful tool, to help a patient to manage pain and discomfort through their rehabilitation. But as well, obviously, being a medical company, we want to stick to that ethical route, of making sure that we're selling the product in the right way.
And I think that was one of the reasons what first really attracted me to having the conversations with you when we first met, was the fact that you understood and you appreciated that from a clinician's perspective, that the part of where that leads in the journey, don't you? The fact of, there's a part of a journey where at the early stages of rehabilitation, either if it's injury or post-operative, that there is, customers, clients come into clinics, they might be a bit afraid, they might be in a lot of pain and all those kind of things. And we need to find something to get people moving, don't we? And we need to give them confidence, and we need to give them that ability to be achieving stuff. And, definitely, obviously, seeing the product, knowing the product, this is the perfect thing or object to get people moving.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one of the things that we found the challenge is that, you know, from speaking to lots of different business owners is getting delivery, actually getting a product. You know, people like Amazon now aren't delivering products for 4 to 6 weeks in some cases, because obviously they're not essential items.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, that's one of the things at the minute, you know, that we're really lucky with, you know, because we're a global company. You know, we operate in 60 different countries. All of our distribution comes from Munich in Germany. And it's, you know, it's all, we utilize UPS, the courier service, and obviously they're still fully operational, which is great. And actually, as it stands, our kind of the bittersweet side of it is that our manufacturing is actually more capable now, excuse me, because certain markets such as Italy and Spain have just completely, you know, shut down. So actually our manufacturing is more capable to deliver products now, and we can really utilize that for the clinicians and for the clinic's benefit. You know, because as part of your virtual consultation, you can have a product delivered directly to the patient's door. That enhances the customer experience because they're actually getting something physical to help them. You know, that you're not able to give them because they're not in your clinic. Whereas, you know, before you maybe would have been able to provide them with a rehab band or whatever it is. You know, you can still access our products very easily for your patient.
And I think the nice thing is, you know, one of the things, if you've listened to me talk before, and, you know, one of my big bugbears in our industry is the fact that, you know, we might advise. So now we are doing telehealth. We're probably giving more advice because we can do less hands-on stuff. So we give it. And one of the bugbears for me is that and I think a lot are guilty of this, is they go, oh, right, I think you need to wear a support or you need to kind of use some kind of device. And what we're then doing is allowing somebody to then go out and search and spend hours. You know, it's always been a bugbear of mine that we have somebody who's in pain, who's frightened to walk on the knee or is limping or something because due to pain or injury. And then we're sending them around the shop to go and find something, or hours on Amazon to go, what's the right product? Whereas, you know, the thing is, for me as a practitioner, that what we then do is turn around and go, well, look, you need something to help you through this period of time. This is the product that's right for you, and you can have it delivered to your door. And I think that's where where you come in fantastic at this point, don't you? Because then, you know, that's what you can offer and deliver.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you know, we're all about just helping the markets that we serve. You know, we're not here, you know, we're not big bad industry. We're going to, you know, just cash in and take some money. You know, we really want to support the businesses who we work with. You know, we're all about partnership and long-term relationships. And at the end of the day, we need to support the market at the minute, you know, because every private clinic is going to be going through the same thing. You know, we are all in the same boat together. We've all got to deal with this. We've got to come up with new, innovative ways of working together and supporting each other to hopefully come out the other side, hopefully stronger.
Well, I totally agree, and I think that, you know, you joined us on a call yesterday where we got a load of physio practice owners together in a room, in a Zoom room, and you know, you heard all the challenges that people are facing, and, you know, with those kind of things. And, you know, for me, and the reason why we're filming this is, you know, to show people that, you know, I think you can be innovative in this time, and I think it's allowing people to be a bit more creative and to open their minds up, but also to recognize that we can still offer a fantastic service to our customers. Okay, we can't do the service that we all want, but we've got no control over that. So some of the things we can control is still giving the best advice we can. And by helping that person to give them the best quality of life they can. And you know, personally for me, that's where, you know, where you come in and where you do really, really well, where you can fit into that, you know, and it allows people to keep moving or keep exercising, which is, I think at this moment in time, is also good for people's mental health, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, imagine if you you'd injured your knee, you're a runner, lifelong runner, you were say you were training for London Marathon, and picked up an injury. You're just about to go and see a physio, and then all of a sudden the country gets locked down. And not only does it get locked down, so your marathon gets cancelled, but now you can't go out running because you can't get your injury fixed.
Yeah.
Or because you're in too much pain and discomfort to even get out for a walk. So using a well-fitting, medically based product which is recommended to you by your physio, who hopefully you're still in contact with, like you said, it's going to be a useful tool to keep people moving. And if you can keep that patient moving through this period, the likelihood of them coming back to you after this period for further advice is, it is much higher than if you just said, sorry, my business is closed.
100%. But I also think that people appreciate the fact that you're going the extra mile and saying, look, I will recommend this product. I think this product would be good for you, rather than saying, well, go and pick something that you think might be good, because, we've all done it. And let's be honest, I'm probably very, very guilty in the past for buying cheap, buying twice or 3 times or 4 times or 6 times, there's nothing, it still makes me laugh when you watch people running around a tennis court or jogging around the streets in a piece of tuber grip that looks like they've worn it for 20 years. That is that actually adding any support or anything? Is a pure psychological, or it's just part of the thing they do? Or they have one of those big blue, not naming anybody's products, but by the time they've played a little bit of tennis, or they have done a little bit of a run, it's halfway down the leg because it's ill-fitted. And then they go and try and buy a different one because that one's rubbish. So, one of the big things that we also want to be doing as healthcare practitioners, I believe, is providing or giving advice on a quality product, which, is why, I know I'm a little bit biased in the sense of, because I'm talking to you, but, I generally believe that having spent 20 years in the industry, the products that you actually do have, I'm very confident to recommend them to my customers. And as an Elevate person, I'm very happy to introduce you to our businesses that we work with, because I generally believe in that product. So, I think that's good. So just, if people are looking to do this and vouch out, how is best for them to reach out to you, and just tell people a little bit how you can support them as a business owner? Because that's one of the big things, again, although there was a good product and your ethos behind how you use them and why you're trying to promote them, I also like the fact that what you do is spend a lot of time with the practice owners, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the key. At the end of the day, if you're going to be the practitioner recommending the product, you have to understand the product. You have to be able to explain to the customer why they need that product, why it's going to be better than just a piece of tube grip. So what we're able to do, well, normally I'd come to the clinic, we'd have a cup of coffee, we'd talk about the products, everyone would be happy and job done, and we'd even shake hands at the end. But right now, what we're doing is this. We can do video calls. We can do product training via video link. We can get a sample delivered to the practitioner's home, or wherever it is they're working from at the minute, so they can have a play with the product, make sure they're happy with what it is they're potentially going to be recommending. I can do a video call to provide training to whoever it is, whether it's just them, whether it's a whole team of physios, happy to do it either way.
That's a nice idea, isn't it? Because I think now one of the big things I've seen a lot of people doing, and us of doing it now, is we're getting our teams on call and doing upskilling some CPD. Yeah. So that's probably a really nice way to do it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we'll do it that way. In terms of how we're running the online referral stuff, we've got something called Juzo virtual referral that we've set up. And basically what it is, the clinic will have a unique code, which they can give to the client once they've talked through the sizing and decided which product's going to be appropriate. Their client logs onto our web store, uses that code to give them free delivery, and then that acts as a referral code for that clinic. So even though the clinic might not be a physical stockist at the moment, they can almost be like a virtual stockist. So as a business, they can still be earning a little bit on that product, like is the usual setup, but we're just doing it virtually.
But I guess the nice thing with that is then also it means that, I can recommend a product to John, for example, say, John, you need to go and buy this thing, send him the link, but then I don't have to deal with money. I don't have to deal with any delivery and everything else. You're taking all that stress away from me as well, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Perfect. Absolutely
You know,
perfect.
so, and because we've already got that all in place, you know, your client's journey through your business, which I know is you know, the thing that you're really heavy on is, you know, it fits into the client journey nicely, you know, because it's very straightforward and easy for them to understand and to get hold of the product.
No, I mean, for me, and this is why we jumped on this call and we decided to film this as well, was because, you know, it almost seems the perfect time for clinic owners to be exploring ways of offering these supports out to people. And also, like you said, I mean, I didn't even think about that. It's a great way of staff training as well, because people can, you know, so that when we do come through this, actually, again, it's another way that we can do it, because we can't continue to tape everybody's knee every time they want to go for a run, can we? During that early stage. So I think it's a really important thing that people start considering. And, you know, I think the support that you give clinic owners is second to none. And I think it's fantastic, you know, what you do. And, you know, the guys that I know that you've been out and done the training with, you know, really, really impressed with everything you've done. And it's a quality service that you offer as a whole. And I think that would be noticed by people's teams and, again, the end user, John the runner, that we're actually trying to help and support.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, as well, you know, because I did have somebody just query with me a couple of days ago, and they said, what if sent out doesn't fit? You know, the client's not happy with it, or actually they decide it's not the thing they want. And obviously, because it is virtual and we're doing it distant now, you know, if it was in a clinic, you'd be able to try a product on for size. You know, they could walk about in it, make sure they're happy with it before they commit to purchasing it. But obviously, being an online remote service, we have to give a little bit of leeway. So not only just to give the customer a bit of confidence, you know, that the products all have a 6-month warranty on them, so they're not going to break or become loose within that period of time. Realistically, they're going to last for probably up to 9 months, you know, as long as the use is reasonable. And also, we're doing a 14-day money-back guarantee. So, you know, if it does arrive and it's not right, or you know, the patient isn't happy with it, they can just return it to us, and we can do a full refund.
And you'll deal with all that through the company. So that, again,
we will deal with all of that.
As a practitioner, then, again, that's something. Well, that's really nice to know as well, because it gives us the confidence, doesn't it, to when we're referring in, you know. And how easy is it to order and to measure and stuff? Is it all that virtual?
Oh, it's incredibly easy. I mean, for the knee, here it is again. It's literally 3 circumferences, one directly over the knee, one at 15 centimeters up, and then one at 12 centimeters down. But all of that is on the web store.
Perfect.
I'll probably maybe do a video as well explaining that, but that can all be part of the training and things like that as well. But it's very easy for a patient to measure themselves. And in terms of actually how the web store works, it's incredibly straightforward. You know, you literally click the product, click the size, add to basket, and then it's just an automated card payment system.
Fantastic.
And it's very straightforward.
So if you know, I mean, like for us, you know, we're definitely going to be, you know, recommending this. That's as part of our strategy through this and ongoing, 100%. So if guys wanted to kind of have more conversations with you, how's best to get hold of you?
Anyway, I mean, luckily, I mean, I'm incredibly flexible with my diary at the minute, as are lots of people. So I'm always on my mobile. So mobile number we'll post up with the.
We can put all the details, can't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Email as well. I'm on my email all the time. And also, yeah, I'm available for video consultations and stuff like that as well.
Well, listen, I mean, I 100% recommend that anyone who has got a, because you've got lots of different products. Maybe is it worth just before we jump off, just explaining other products that you've got so people can be aware of other things that they could.
So I'll show you this. I mean, this is the extent of the product range that we have.
Wow. Okay.
So, you know, we've got everything from actual ankle braces and soft supports right the way through the knee, wrist, elbow. We have nice back supports as well. And then we also, so these are like our kind of sports focused ranges. These are the ones designed for activity. And then these are more of the kind of medical focused products. So these are, knee supports, which are more straightforward sleeves as opposed to, as functional as the one that I've shown you. And also we have like the range of motion type products as well. So all of those are available. Most of them are on the web store. The ones that aren't are the more kind of like post-operative range of motion braces and stuff, but that's because those are more appropriate for what they're usually supplied by a hospital if a patient needs them.
Yeah.
But all of the products that are relevant for a physiotherapist or a sports therapist to recommend are all available on the web store.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, I would definitely, like I say, definitely recommend people reach out to you, have those conversations, because, I think it's more important that we're going above and beyond for all of our customers now during this. We can't, like we said, we've had the conversation several times that we can't offer the service that sometimes we want to do. So I think what we've got to do is we've got to find unique and innovative ways to provide the best service we can during this time. And, I fully recommend yourself and people getting in contact with you. And I think it'll be, I think we can definitely get some good stuff out of this.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's it's obviously it means a lot to have someone like yourself approving of the brand really, and kind of championing it really. So yeah.
Listen, I've spent 20 years looking at watching people's knee supports roll down the knees because they've bought some stuff, and they're not even doing good at keeping a knee warm. So when I came across your product, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what we've needed for a long time. Actually,
I wrote a little piece for the National Running Show. Actually, it was only a short kind of piece, and it said it was about a knee support. The title was "A knee support that's designed for movement." What a novel idea!
Yeah, well, and I think it's one of those where that we know that everybody is, we know that a lot of people are going out and buying these products anyway, if they're recommended or not. So I think it's important that if we are going to recommend something, we recommend something actually that we believe in. And that's why, I'm very passionate about yourself and your company. One, because of the efficacy of how you do it and how you want to work with physios, and you understand that a support isn't a solution, it's just a part of the solution, which when I first met you got that, which was for me was brilliant. But also you actually have the product to back up what you say it's going to do, which again was something that I was really impressed with. So I think it's a really good thing, and like I say, I highly recommend, and I think everyone should reach out to you and have those conversations and explore more.
Great. Perfect.
Right, mate. Well, look, I'll let you. Thank you very much for your time.
No, thank you.
Appreciate it more. I'm sure if anyone's got any questions, you can either ping me an email to andy@elevateyourclinic.com, and I can tell you about my experiences with Alex off the record, which they're all exactly the same as on the record, I can promise you. But so reach out to me, or I would definitely recommend linking up with Alex and having a conversation more about how your business can benefit through this during this time and also moving forward. So guys, any questions, then fire them over. If not, stay safe and stay productive. Take care.
Great. Thank you very much.